All right, so Saturday, and I'm trying to make this really popular Russian style salad called salad Olivie. It's a vegetable
Not
salad
with the potatoes
with lots of mayonnaise.
boiling.
There are root vegetables, potatoes, carrots. As you can see, I'm gonna try to audio or lay an audio on this
Just something
video.
more
Just
manageable.
trying to make a reel for an Instagram post, and I kind of hate to lose some of this footage that I'm doing. So I figured if I can share it to YouTube, maybe somebody will get to watch it and enjoy some stories and how I do things. There's reasons for it. So, for example, the eggs. You know, you boil the water. I'll take a little spoon and I'll get the egg shocked, just so you don't end up with an egg drop soup inside the pan.
There you go.
And once the eggs are dropped,
You don't
in
get
about
the egg
10
drop
minutes,
soup. You
and
just
I'm
get
actually,
eggs boiling.
commentating
The
on the
extra
reel
strong.
that I don't want the egg drop soup happen in there. This is chicken. This was something my wife did during the week. We don't like the white meat, breast chicken, so we try to take the breast and maybe use it for sandwiches. And today I was very brave, and I figured I have a lot of time, and I wanted to make that salad. So the key ingredient in the salad is mayonnaise. And yes, you can go to the grocery store, buy Hellman's or Kraft, put a couple of spoons in there. We got nifty and kind of start
Done.
making our own.
Ready to go. Huh?
Realizing there's just a little bit of
My
olive
friend?
oil and some
So
eggs.
here.
And of course, you learn everything on the internet. And I just start making our own mayonnaise. Oksana actually started doing it, and I picked it up because I really like it. Now I do get real kinky with it. I'll add some sriracha in it or some chili oil, make like spicy mayo. But it's very simple, actually. You know, you put some olive oil. We use avocado oil in the video. A pinch of salt, some pepper. This is a really weird tool. Like you push a button sitting on the charger, and it's grinding salt. I know, a little bit more old-fashioned, so I play with it when I need a little bit. But
little bit of.
I had to use some real salt. Still pepper, grinds,
Some
crackles.
juice out of there.
So that's pretty cool. I need some acid, so I couldn't find a lemon. I used some limes.
Stop. There you go. And some acid in there.
Usually, you would probably use some vinegar.
Really?
You know, that would be maybe a half a teaspoon
Now very juicy.
would go in there.
life hack, right?
And then
Just
some
14
garlic,
days
some mustard. This is a trick I'll learn in the restaurant business. And you get a lemon or a lime.
Oh yeah.
You just stick your tongues in it when you're cooking behind the stove or doing prep. But I just grabbed the fork.
Got a fork?
So you just stick it in the
you
middle
twist
and kind of twist it. Definitely don't want to. If you want something cleaner, you can probably use a cheesecloth or strainer. But I don't really care if a little bit of pulp gets in there. Mustard helps with the color.
Oh.
Gives it a little bit of spice, a little bit of kick.
Yeah, let's get in.
More of a
Not too
balance to the salad dressing. So that,
No,
a
too
few
spicy.
tips goes in there. This is a really hot, spicy mustard, Japanese mustard. So I
Lastly,
really
get
was
an egg.
pretty reserved with it. So here we are. We got everything in there. The last ingredient goes in would be an egg. I don't know why I used 2 eggs. I can't tell you. Maybe I want it to be a little bit more consistent, thicker.
All right, there we go.
But I don't think the mayonnaise actually ended up
garlic.
much thicker or yellower. I almost forgot the garlic, so I put that in the back. And what I wanted to do in this video, show you real time. There's really no cuts or ingenuity that's going in there. It's really just emulsifying it. And what I'm doing, I'm starting really low at the bottom so I can grab that egg and starting to beat the egg with an olive oil. And I'm slowly picking that bottom up, slowly continue working.
Did you see that mayonnaise just happened in there? Look at this. Perfect color. Let's give it a taste, huh? Did you see that mayonnaise just happened? Look, it's thick. And it's got a beautiful color, just like mayonnaise.
Tastes really good. Just plenty of salt.
And I'm so not ashamed of this. That is gold, man. Olive oil, lemon lime. I could probably put a little bit more lemon juice, probably tastes better. A little bit more acid this needs. Salt, a little bit of pepper. You can not need to put pepper. A little bit of garlic. That's it. Any one of those little emulsifiers, little machines. And this is gonna go to my salad. Yep. You can get anything you want. You can put spicy sauce. You can sriracha. You can do some chili oils. You can get so funky with this mayonnaise, man. You can create your own brew, dude. Your own smell. Get whatever you like in there. So the head chef is coming, so I have to be like cleaned up and all the prep needs to be done, so I gotta go. We're cooking, man. I got some eggs.
Salad dressing. The eggs are ready. What I did with the eggs, I thought it was just a little ploy for the Instagram. You know, I was trying
All right, here we go. So now,
kind of get people's attention, and I think when I cut my reel on Instagram, I used that right away, just to kind of making people watch. I don't know how successful I am with it, but it's been fun. You know, it's been fun creating these reels. So the eggs, what I did, I boiled them, then I got some ice, made an ice bath. I put them through the ice bath. I left them there for a few minutes, and what it does, it separates the actual egg from the shell, right? So when you shock the egg, the temperature changes and moisture kind of gets trapped from the outside because the egg keeps hot. Now these are hard-boiled eggs, so I didn't worry too much about the yolk. So you can press on it. You can really crunch that peel them off. The shell. I keep the shells for the garden. There you go. I checked on the actual vegetables. The root vegetables are in there boiling. There's potatoes and carrots. And I had a little bit more water. The vegetables are a little weird. I don't know, maybe it's Texas, maybe US, I don't know. But they just don't boil as well, or maybe they're...
На ковре желтых листьев платьице просто.
This tool is kind of cool. This will slice the egg. It got strings on it. I'm trying to make it a musical instrument. Good stuff. Eggs are hard boiled, and it cuts just like butter. It gives you also perfect slices. Like if you see how the egg gets sliced. I needed squares, so what I did is I flipped the egg a few times so the strings can slice the egg. I don't want to use any of those conventional slicers, big slicers, or the one that can chop things, or choppers. I don't know what they're called, but I don't like them because they actually make pieces really large. And that's not what I'm looking for in a salad. Things need to be julienne. Is that the proper French term?
These are perfect slices.
The cuisine. But look at these beautiful colors in the slices. Very cool. So I kind of wanted to grab the attention of this.
Halfway there to my salad.
Half of my salad is done. Eggs are boiled, chilled, peeled, cut, and they're in the salad. Very eggy salad because we have egg in the mayonnaise, which is raw egg, and now we have this egg. Hey, listen, you know, boiled egg is awesome. It's so versatile. You can boil like a dozen of eggs, leave them in the fridge for a week, and just kind of grab it. I got really hungry in the middle of this, right? So what I'm doing, just grabbed an egg. I made a few extra, as you noticed, and I had some red caviar. It's that salty caviar. I mean, it's that was a perfect bite, man. Really is. So if you guys get some salmon roikura,
well, you know,
put an egg with an egg.
Better egg and salt.
I don't know. Can you get creative with this?
Egg with eggs.
It was a really perfect snack. And then had 3 more eggs left, and my wife came home after her workout, and she just, she polished those 3 eggs too. So continuing, had a little taste, got a little snack. Back to my video. That was kind of a cool angle.
Welcome.
I mounted my phone to the upper cabinet door. It swings open. These have been my go-to pickles, bubbies. There's no vinegar, and the brine is awesome. I think this is the closest pickle that I've ever found here in the U.S. that tasted just like the Eastern European stuff that we would get. We would salt it over the winter in his big barrels, and they would look really briny like that, right? You see that brine is not clear. There's already a reaction that's going on. These pickles are crunchy. They're just perfectly salty. Here I was trying to do some kind of Instagram edited magic where, they will grab an ingredient and they'll do the knife and then boom, it just gets cut. So you don't actually have to go through cutting, and it just does it quicker. It's like a montage. I tried to do it, didn't really work out. I cut it out of my reel period, but I kind of want to leave it in this longer video. And I did such a good job just julienne chopping those pickles that and I'm combining some of these ingredients, but I'm going to go back to cutting pickles. I wanted to show you guys how that went for me. So chicken goes in. It doesn't have to be chicken. It could be beef, steak. It could be some kind of a already pre-made like kielbasa or mortadella, or some kind of beef mortadella if you want to stick any pork in it. You can cut anything in the salad, but those main backbone ingredients are the potatoes, the carrots, pickles for the acidity and salt, eggs, mayonnaise, and it's a perfect salad. This time I didn't put any salt or pepper in it. The only thing that was seasoned is the water that I boiled the potatoes in, and the chicken obviously was seasoned, and the mayonnaise. We made homemade mayonnaise. So here I go back to the pickles, right? So here I am. I'm pulling the pickles out, setting it up. I tasted the salad. Thought I needed a few more pickles, so I just want to cut them. It's just such a joyful moment for me, cutting these things up. There's tons of ways to cut them. Again, I wanted to have a finer cut, finer julienne, finer cubes. So can't achieve that in the slicer. That's it. That's my sequence. These are the pickles being cut. Bubby's are awesome pickles. You can get them at Sprout. I don't know if they're in Kroger's or not. The cutting technique actually came from the sushi bar. Never really worked with a chef for 100 hours a week, but I saw a lot and I've practiced a little bit. And here's my fine chop for you. Anything else? It was a great Saturday. We have Memorial Day weekend tomorrow, or we're in a weekend now, so tomorrow's Memorial Day. Monday's an extra day off. Tasting the salad.
Thing in the kitchen here.
While I was doing all this, my wife actually made bread.
Fresh loaf.
See you guys.